Nigeria, a nation blessed with vast resources and potential, yet shackled by a struggling economy, a soaring exchange rate, crippling inflation, and stagnant GDP growth have plunged millions into poverty. The burden of multiple taxation and levy weighs heavily on businesses and individuals alike. As the naira weakens and opportunities dwindle, Nigerians cry out for change. It's time to confront the harsh reality and seek solutions to revive our erring economy. But do Tinubu and the FG really need Sanusi's help? The former CBN governor and the current Emir of Kano made a comment a few hours ago which is now generating some reactions on the social media. I want you to listen to him, then we'll come back and begin the analysis.
To be honest, I can stand here today and I can give a few points that are contrary, a few points that explain perhaps what we're going through and how it was totally predictable, most of it, and maybe avoidable. But I'm not going to do that. I've chosen not to speak about the economy and the reforms or to even explain anything because if I explain it would help this government, and I don't want to help the government. I don't want to help this government. You know, they're my friends. If they don't behave like friends, I don't behave like a friend. So I watch them being stewed, and they don't even have people with credibility who can come and explain what they're doing. But I'm not going to help. I started out helping, but I'm not going to help. I'm not going to discuss it. Let them come and explain to Nigerians why the policies that are being pursued are being pursued. And meanwhile, I'm watching a very nice movie with popcorn in my hands. I'm watching them stew. But I will say one thing. What we are going through today is at least in part, not totally, at least in part, a necessary consequence of decades of irresponsible economic management.
That was Emir Sanusi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. But do you think that Tinubu and the FG needs his help? Okay, before I continue the analysis, I want to show you guys these pictures. They are President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's best 9 when it comes to economy, and they include the Minister for Finance, the CBN Governor, the Minister for Digital Economy, the Minister for Marine and Blue Economy, FIRS Boss, Custom DG, Best Economy Advisor, the Tax Reform Chairman, and the Accountant General of the Federation. If you look at them, one thing is common among all of them. They are from one particular geopolitical zone. In this country today, we have 6 geopolitical zones, and this was the mistake that former President Muhammadu Buhari made during his administration. He excluded the Igbos from his security formation, and you saw how he ended. We thought that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will never told the direction of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Little do we know that it was an old wine in a new bottle. How can you appoint your best 9 for economy and you excluded the Igbos, the owner of the Nigeria economy? If you don't get it, let me tell you today, the Igbos are the owner of Nigeria economy. Okay, let us assume that you excluded the Igbos from your economic team. What about the North? Are you trying to say that there is no person in the northern Nigeria that is good enough to join that your economic team? Are you saying that Sanusi is not okay to join this economic team? This is one mistake that our leaders keep on making. They keep on bringing in sentiment in their appointments. They keep on doing what we call lopsided appointments, nepotism. That is why they keep on failing. You cannot tell me that in a country with 6 geopolitical zones, that only one geopolitical zone are good when it comes to economy. You are now telling us that the other 5 are not okay. You heard what Sanusi said, that he knows what he can do, that he knows how to help them, but he is not going to help them because the people in the team are not credible. Apart from not being credible, he also said that they are not his friend. It's when you call me friend and you bring me forward, then we can party. But when you think only one side of the country, only one geopolitical side of the country knows it all, only one set of people knows everything about economy, let us allow you. Let us see how you are going to end up. That was why the Northerners pulled out from the tax reform. You know, they don't have trust and hope in that tax reform because if you look at this economic team, they are only from one geopolitical zone. The same people are the ones heading the tax reform. How do you want other people, even if what you are doing is good? I am not condemning Tinubu's tax reform because I like that tax reform, but the way it was presented to Nigeria, that is why you saw the North putting out, saying that they are not carried along, that they are not going to support it. Mind you, some of them are not condemning the tax reform. Some of them are with the tax reform, but the constituent of the tax team. That is why so many of them are putting out. You cannot take the economy and tax reform, you are now giving it to a particular set of people. It cannot work. If you bring everybody on board, I am telling you, Nigerians will appreciate what you are doing in terms of tax. But whereby you are saying that it is only one set of people, one geopolitical zone knows it all, it looks suspicious. That is why you see so many Nigerians do not want to buy to your tax reform program. I like that tax reform program, but the way it was presented to Nigeria, that is why you saw so many Northerners and Northern governors and Northern senators kicking against it. Coming to Sanusi, I think at this very point in time, Tinubu and the FG need Sanusi. They needed him. Oh yes, mind you, he was the former CBN governor. So when it comes to economy, you cannot exclude him. You cannot say that only the Yorubas knows all about economy. It is not done. You need to bring everybody on board. You need the Igbos, who are the owners of the Nigeria economy. You need the Southerners. You need the Northerners. You need everybody on board. All hands must be on deck. It is not only for the Yorubas. That is why you see Nigerians today saying all manners of things because they felt that they were not carried along. They felt that it was only for the Yorubas.